I spent like 2 years with Tom Cruise, and I would come home and tell my wife everything. And I'm like, my tell-all book will be awesome. When I met him, he had never cackled on TV. Go back, 1992, when he say something funny, go, like with Jay Leno. And then, the first time I met him, I made him laugh, and he went, oh crap, Tom Cruise like laughs like a joker. And then he's like, and dude, not until Mission Impossible, he was out promoting that. I'm with Joy. And I always told my wife, he has a devilish cackle. And then I think, because I'm weird and I relate everything to comics and movies, in Val Kilmer and The Saint, he's trying to get to $50 million, right? Or whatever. I think in Hollywood, they watch their bank accounts and they go, I've made $1 billion. I am God. I am now a super sorcerer of the Scientologist empire. Any Scientologists, I apologize, I don't want to offend you. But the bottom line is, I think he's just like, I don't give a crap anymore. I'm gonna cackle, I'm gonna jump on couches, I'm gonna tell you that you shouldn't have postpartum depression. And then finally someone said, Tom, stop it. You're gonna have no career left. But when I met him, all that crazy was behind the door and even more. The Mark went through the development process, and then I didn't like what they were doing with it. And they finally came up in Hollywood, you get another, like a third option, and I said, I don't want to sell it. I'm going to take it. I've read 2 bad screenplays of this awesome, it was the first time I realized all that crap you see on Entourage, you give them an idea, and then the next thing, the Western is in space, and you're like, that's not what I sold you. I said, I've read 2 crappy screenplays. I can write a crappy screenplay. So I did. And Will Smith was looking for something. And then I met Will. Totally 2 different experiences. When I mean that I hung out with Tom, pick up the phone at 3 o'clock. Rob, you have to be on the set of The Firm tomorrow. I can't. I've got like an engagement party. Rob, you have to be on the set with Tom Cruise tomorrow. We have your tickets. Okay. And me sweating, getting on a plane, a fever. I got in the... Every time I go down the 55 in California, I remember that I drove that morning solo, and if some cop had caught me, I'd have gotten pulled over. I gotta make the plane! I'm going to the carpool lane, it's pouring rain! I get to The Firm, I'm with Tom when they shot the cemetery scene, we go back to his trailer, there's all sorts of crazy. Then I go all the way to midnight when he's getting fit for his next suit for the day, and he's in that paper that they do for the suit. Okay, Tom, okay. And I love it. Now, everything I'm telling you, I still love you, Tom. Love him so much. No one wanted him to come back stronger. But those, and then Spielberg, I spent 2 projects with him, greatest guy on the face of the planet. What you see is what you get. He is the genius. So comics has taken me some great places. In the 90s, they just didn't want to make comic book movies the way the comic book creators wanted them to be made. I keep telling them, you need to make this like James Cameron. And they're like, no, we like Joel Schumacher. I'm like, I'm not doing a Joel Schumacher type. I pulled out of 2 movie deals because I go, these are going to suck. And I'd rather, I'd rather be Stan Lee, who you all remember. Spider-Man #1 from Sony in 2002, Stan Lee is 80. And I told my wife, I said, that's gonna be me and you in a movie. It'll be 80 till they make a movie based on anything I did. Thank God it'll be 48. I'll be 48 and I won't need the walker. Oh, young blood! So, it takes you crazy places, but the business obviously has gotten it right now. And now all they want to do is superhero movies, which is also kind of a problem. But, okay.